Hi everyone, it's Mo here and welcome to my YouTube channel. And today's video, I'm continuing with the wildcard theme. So I've put a tweet out earlier on today saying, send me your wildcard drafts and I'm going to rate them from 0 to 10. 0 being that team is doomed, burn that wildcard. I don't ever want to see it again. 10 being that is an astonishing team. You're probably going to win the game. Simple enough, huh? Before we move into the rest of the video, do me a favor. I'd love it if you would click the like button, subscribe, and share it with any other managers that you think might enjoy this video. I would really appreciate that. Also, any comments you put in the video, 100% I'll be replying back to them. Okay, let's jump into the video. The first wildcard I've got for you is from FPO Cuckoo, and he comes in with this team. So he's got Areola, Turner in goal, pretty template, very budget. I really like that. He's got Trippier, A-star defender we got there. He's also got Cash, Udegi. I think them three are pretty template on most people on wildcards, so good. Botman, I know he's injured, but again, he's gone for the double Newcastle, and he's got the legend Kabore taking up that fifth defensive spot. I think we're going to see him in quite a few drafts as well. In midfield, he's gone for Luis Diaz. That alone is pretty spicy pick. That's going to be a bit different. I don't envisage seeing him in many teams. With him, he's got Saka, who's been elite this season, although it seems like he's picking up an injury every other game, crawling from one game to another game, so that could be a bit of risky. Then he's got Bowen, Son, and Palmer. Bowen and Son, lovely solid picks. Palmer, maybe that's your Chelsea bias kicking in there. That's a bit, but you could be onto something. If he does take that right wing spot from Raheem, then that would be a cheap, astonishing differential. Whether that materializes, I'm not sure. Up front, this up front, my goodness. Alvarez, Haaland, Watkins, very, very difficult to beat that up front. What a front three he's got there. Astonishing front line. I love that. Very strong team, template in most areas. What's the biggest omission from this team? More than likely is Salah, but you can't have Salah and Haaland and Son and still have a good balanced team like he has here. So he's gambled. You're either going to go without the Salah or without the Haaland. He's decided to go without the Salah. I like this team. I really like the Diaz pick. I think that's a bit different. Nice differential there. I'm going to give this team a 7 out of 10. What do you think? You agree? Disagree? Put that in the comments. Let me have a look. Put that in the comments. The second wildcard team we're going to look at is from FPL Dunks. And his team, he's gone again for the same goalkeeper setup. He's gone for Areola and Turner in goal. Cheap, does the job. In defense, he's gone for Udegi, Cash. This is different though. He's gone for Crystal Palace's Anderson. That's quite a nice pick. He scored that stunning goal last week, so I know he's in a lot of people's eyes, but at that price, it's not too bad. Palace have been pretty solid, so quite like that. The other defenders he's gone for is Kabore, the legend, and he's got a burn, so he's got Newcastle cover as well. Now, let's go into his midfield. Solid midfield he's got here. He's got Son, Diaby, Salah, Maddison, Ward-Prowse. So, Son, Maddison, Diaby, I'd say are pretty template, I think, in this wild card. Then he's gone for Ward-Prowse, who's a lovely enabler. He's had a great start to the season. Set pieces, and West Ham are so strong at set pieces as well. Fixtures are going to get better as well, so I do like that pick. Very good enabler, I should say. And then he's gone for Salah. Now, this is key. In this wild card, a lot of people are looking to bring him in. Combination of the fixtures, he's a potential captain candidate in a lot of these upcoming games, so I really do like that. I think he's the standout player in this team at the moment. And up front, he's got Haaland and Watkins. So really, really strong team. Very, very balanced. I really like this team. Big omissions from this team. Well, of course, you could say Trippier. I think he's a big omission. I think he's one of the key players in his defence at the moment with Newcastle's fixtures and assists. He's even managed to squeeze in an assist versus PSG tonight. Tells you what a player he is. And then you've got Alvarez potentially, but you can't have everyone. So this team here, I think is very, very balanced. I'm going to give this team an 8 out of 10. Do you agree or disagree? Let me know in the comments. The next wildcard we're looking at is from Andy Mack, and he sends this team in saying that it's spicy, but we'll be the judge of that, won't we? We'll be the judge of this team if it's spicy or is it just dry. First up, he's gone for Areola and Turner. God, we've seen these two in every team so far, but there's a reason. They're cheap and they do the job. Now, let's look at his defense. He's gone for Trippier, that already, A grade. Then he's got Udegi, Cash, Botman, and Kabore. That's a lovely defense there, solid. Then in midfield, he's got Bowen, Son, Salah, Maddison, Diaby. Wow, that's some midfield there. Not sure how he squeezed all of this in when your cheapest midfielder is Diaby, but fair play. Love that team. And then he's got up front Haaland and Alvarez. Wow. He really has robbed the bank. I'm not sure how he's fitted all of this in. This is some team, some team. Unreal. Compromises, not much. He's got Trippier, he's got Haaland, he's got Alvarez, he's got Salah, he's got Son. As I said, I need to bring out my calculator and check this out because it looks too good to be true. But I'm going to take the word for it and I'm going to say, Andy, this team is a 9 out of 10. Best wildcard I've seen so far. How about that? Now, you lot let me know if I've got that completely wrong. Have I missed some key players? Is this wildcard going to flop? Please let me know in the comments. Next wildcard we're looking at is from FPL Deuce Joe, and he sends this team in. Surprise, surprise up front. Let's just skip that. It's the same up front that everyone else has. Turner and Areola. In defense, though, he's gone Burn, Pedro Porro, Cash, Botman, and Kabore. Now, Pedro Porro, I do love that. You spent a bit extra to gone from Odegi to Porro, and I rate that. I'm a fan of that move. Let's look at your midfield. You've gone for Son, Salah, Diaby, Maddison, Bowen, and up front, we've gone for Alvarez, Haaland, and Archer. Now, this team is outstanding. Very similar to the team before where we saw Andy Mack's team, and that was a incredible team. I think the difference here, you didn't have the team value to go for Trippier, I think, where he still squeezed in Trippier, as I said. I'm not quite sure. So, team, solid, really like it. It won't be able to be the same score as Andy's ones. I'm going to give you an 8 out of 10 for this team. You couldn't fit Trippier in, but I still like it. Let me know in the comments if I've got that right or wrong. Next up, we've got FPL Negan, and he said he's contemplating this wild card. Let's have a look. So he's got Turner and Areola in goal. Every team's got them too. In defense, he's got Cash, Colwill, Anderson, Trippier, and Udegi. A little bit different. Still keeping a Chelsea defender in there. That's interesting. Having said that, they've kept like one of the most clean sheets this season. I look at them and think they're a terrible team, but yet they're getting the clean sheets. So fair play. In midfield, he's gone for Son, Saka, Bowen, Neto, and Diaby. So Neto's a lovely enabler. He's been really good this season. Fixtures are hit and miss, but he's been the standout player in that Wolves team. So I quite like that pick. It's a cheap pick. Up front, he's gone for Watkins, Darwin, and Haaland. I absolutely love that front three. I really do. Elite front three. I think Darwin, with the fixtures come in, Gakpo injured, I think he's going to get his chances. We just need him to stay fit. He was about to start versus Spurs, but the knee knock he had on his knee, I should say, kept him out, hence why he was a sub. But I think against Brighton, it's a gorgeous fixture. And if he can get back in time from South America, he's got a lovely fixture awaiting him with Everton. So again, it's a nice pick. I really like this team. What's the big omissions? I was about to say no Trippier. Trippier's in there. It's no Salah, basically. Everything else. And no Maddison. But I reckon you could cope with that. If you really wanted Maddison, you could swap Saka. So that tells you that's not a financial constraint. That's just strictly what he prefers. I like this team. I really do. I think just no Salah brings it down for me. But he's got the Darwin cover there. So I'm going to give this team a 7 out of 10. Next up is FPL Goal. Now, this is an elite FPL manager, so I'm intrigued to see his wildcard draft. Let's have a look. So in goal, surprise, the dynamic duo, Turner and Areola are in goal. Let's have a look at the defense. We've got Udegi, Trippier, Cash, Estupin, and Kabore. Now, Trippier, of course, A grade. And then we've got Estupin, which is interesting. You're thinking, why would you keep him? Pretty costly, difficult upcoming fixtures. But just by game week 10, the fixture swing changes, and then he'll be ahead. Most people are going to want to bring him in. He's already got him in. That's the thinking there. Having said that, while recording this video, I've just read that he might be out for a month. So more than likely, the GOAT would tweak that. In midfield, he's gone Saka, Diaby, Son, Maddison, and Chukwuemeka. Am I pronouncing that correct? The Chelsea midfielder. And up front, he's gone for Darwin, Haaland, and Watkins. Now, I smile when I see that front three. It's the front three I'm attracted to the most. I really like that. Like, just solid team. Where's the compromises in this team? No Salah's the obvious omission. Everything else is really strong. I really love this team. Think squeezing Trippier in bumps this up to a 8 out of 10. No Salah, possibly it would have been a 9 or a 9.5. Now, do you agree with this or do you disagree? What do you think? Let me know in the comments. And the last wildcard we're going to look at today is from my friend FPO Lucky. Now, he's a juice pundit on the FPO Juice Soul, which is live every Tuesday, 6 o'clock on YouTube. If you don't know about this show, you really need to know. Like, make sure, just put it in your calendar right now. Tuesday, 6 o'clock, live on YouTube. I'm a pundit on that show at times, so is Lucky, and just an outstanding, quality, funny live show, all about FPL football and all sorts. Let's look at Lucky's team. He's also sent me an essay in here, which I'm not going to read. All right there, Tom? I'm not going to read this, mate. I'm just going to look at your team. He's gone for the... Oh, God, the goalkeepers have been dire in this video, unfortunately. But it's Areola and Turner. You know, it works. In defence, he's gone for Cash, Trippier, Udegi, and Stupinan and Kabore. Kabore, what a legend. Solid defence. In midfield, he's got Salah, Ward-Prowse, Son, Maddison, and and McAtee, I should say, in midfield. Okay, that's his cheap little fifth midfielder. And then up front, he's got Archer, Watkins, and Haaland. Now, where do we start with this team? Goalkeepers, of course, template, solid. Defense, I love it. He's got Trippier, Udegi, Cash. Them three are super template as well, meaning that they're in there for a reason. Everyone's going to own them on wildcard because they got great fixtures, very attacking, all the good stuff around them. And then, but he's got his Stupinan on the bench. Again, he's another one he's thinking ahead, isn't he? For around game week 10, instead of having to buy him back, I'll keep him, save myself a transfer. But I'm not sure if that's the move to do. He played quite poorly in the game before he got taken off. And now, obviously, while recording this video, I don't think Tom would keep him, but he's got an injury as well, which is meant to be out for a month. So I doubt he'll be in your draft. Midfield, he's got the king, Salah. He's got Ward-Prowse, is the enabler, I should say, to allow Salah, Son, and Maddison. So again, quite like that. It's a very good enabler. It's either him or Neto you're going to go for. Up front is the interesting one. He's got Watkins, Haaland, but then he's got Archer. Now, I've seen Archer in many teams, but he's not a starter. Currently, at the moment, he's got him as a starter. That I'm not a big fan of. I'm really not a big fan of. I think he's a decent player, but Sheffield United are going to be struggling in a relegation zone all season. You're not going to want him to start. So clearly you've had to shoehorn him in because you've got Haaland, Salah and Trippier and Son. I know I've been trying to get this permutation of all of them in and someone better than Archer, and it's not possible, is it? It's really not possible. So because of that, Tom, I'm going to give this wild card. I mean, you've more than likely changed this draft already, so I'll be intrigued to see if you stick with this. But if you could get rid of Stupinan and bump up Archer to someone a bit better, maybe Alvarez. I'm not sure if the maths work out. You need to speak to Andy Mack and see where he gets his money from. But I'm going to give this wild card a 6 out of 10. All right. Let me know if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. I'll do another one of these videos potentially before the end of the game week, because I think the drafts are going to change drastically after the Champions League fixtures, or the European fixtures, I should say, because of injuries and, you know, recency bias. Someone scores, you shove him into your team. So I might squeeze another one of these in. So I appreciate everyone sending in their teams. So that's all the wildcard drafts reviews. What do you think? Do you agree with my scoring or do you disagree? Do you think I've been too lenient? Please let me know in the comments. Really appreciate that. Before you jump off, before you click turn off and go to your next video, do me a favor. Like, subscribe. I really appreciate that. I'm trying to reach 200 subscribers and I can do that with your help. So if you just do that real quick, click, done. And also suggest it to another friend who might also subscribe and like the video. I'd really appreciate that. So listen, look out for some more videos coming this week and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.